me let me hit record. And let's see, Cleveland. So how about you, Anita? Where are you from and what color are you
Simpsonville,
knitting?
the pink one,
Mm.
Love
Simpsonville,
pink.
South Carolina.
Oh, nice, nice. Is it hot out there yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hot
I
and
wasn't
humid.
sure to cast on yet, so I just started casting on now and working on it. So
Yeah, absolutely. There's no rules. These are knit-alongs, not
okay.
formal classes. That's just um just informal knit-alongs so that if you have questions as you go, you can, have a place to ask them. Um, yeah, so Ruth, what color are you knitting?
The I don't know.
Oh, is that candy?
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah, candy. I love that pink color.
Mhm.
Pink color and gorgeous. And you are from,
Buffalo, New York.
ooh, what's your weather like now?
Rainy and about 59.
Oh, okay. So not real hot, not real cold.
Yeah.
It's that time of year, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Isn't, and let's see, Karen. How about Marcia? Hi, Marcia. Oh, she's getting connected to audio. Mine, I'm knitting in, I think this is lead.
Mm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
so let's see, someone who just joined needs to mute. I hear some noise. Okay, there we go. There we go. Marcia. Hi, Marcia.
You.
I'm well, thanks. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. So my daughter came to help me sign in to make sure I could get on.
Wonderful. Hi. Are you a knitter
Hi.
too?
Um, a crocheter trying to learn how to knit, so maybe I'll be as good as her one day.
Yeah.
I'm not that good, or I wouldn't be here for help.
Oh, we can get help and there's so much to learn. There's so many things in
Mhm.
knitting, I've knitted my whole life and it's still like, oh, you can do that, you can do this. And I don't know, there's just that's I think partly what I love about it is that I'm always learning something.
And I appreciate your help. So
My
when you need
pleasure.
me, I will mute myself.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
And then you tell me when, because
tell
I
when to
need
unmute.
when to unmute.
Okay. So you can I don't hear any background noise, so everybody's good right now. Um so just whatever works best. It's only if there's background noise and we can't hear that I ask people to mute themselves.
Sure. Okay,
Cindy,
I'm going to shut my TV off then.
okay, that's perfect. Cindy, welcome.
Thank you. I'll unmute. Oh,
How are you today?
I am great. How are you?
Good, I'm excellent. What a pretty colored sweater you have on.
Oh, thank you. Very springy color, isn't it? Bright.
Very springy, very Easter eggy. Oh gosh. Okay, well, let's see, what time is it? It's a little after 12, so I'll be trying to check to make sure I admit people as we go along. But let me just introduce myself. I guess for those of you who haven't joined a knit along before, my name is Pamela Fletcher. I'm the founder, and my daughter and I own the Dizzy Knitter together. She takes care of my warehouse and all of my inventory and all of that end of it, and I get to do the fun stuff. So that works out really well for us. We've been in business for a little over 5 years, almost 6 years now, and yeah, just having a really great time. So we're really happy to have you here. And this is the best part of my week, when I can, since we're online, I don't get to talk with people every day, so it's really nice. This is the best part. So thank you all for joining.
Mhm.
Um, I live in Ventura, California, which is just a little bit south of Santa Barbara, for all of you who are not aware of Ventura. I think it's the most perfect place in the world to live. The weather is just really nice year round, and um, live really, really close to the beach and all
Sounds nice.
those,
Listen,
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me.
All the places where I want to live. My daughter does not like to live here, so we're all different. But this is my little perfect corner of the world. Um, the Amanta sweater is designed by Jody Long, and it's also his line of yarn. And so he designed this beautiful chow yarn that I was telling everybody, if you just hopped on late, I'm in the process of, I'm going to, in fact, no, I'm not even in the process. It's still in my head, to design a new baby blanket in it because it's just such lovely yarn, such a nice weight. And because it is superwash, it's not untenable for babies. So I'm going to do a little sampler baby blanket with some fun stitches, so that everybody can maybe take a hand at learning some new stitches and have fun with that. So you can keep an eye out for that if you're interested. The Amanta sweater originally came out. It was one of the first things that one of my original listings in the shop, and oh, you can't see, here's a hair from my little kitty who passed away.
Mhm.
Um, This is how the pattern used to be. You don't need to know this, but just as of interest, this is how the pattern used to be written. You knitted, you knitted the back as usual, and then you knitted the side, and you knitted the band, this garter band, separately and sewed it together. And that created a certain amount of confusion with people because you had to add an extra stitch in between here so that you had an extra stitch to use for seaming so that it didn't kind of pucker in like this. And anyway, and then I also had a lot of people that asked for larger sizes. So Jody came out with a new pattern where it's written all together, the front and the garter stitch band are written all together. And really there's no reason not to do it that way. And the and it goes up to size 10. So that's kind of how this pattern has evolved. Jody is from, let's see, he lives in Italy, but I believe he was originally from England. And he writes in the European English style of patterns. And so sometimes um, we here in the States kind of question how the pattern is written. So that's one of the reasons why I'm holding this knit along. It's really simple. It's not difficult once you kind of get the hang of how it's read. It's really written to be compact and not have a lot of wordy stuff, with the advent of digital um, patterns and stuff. I noticed that they've just grown and grown and grown. You'll have a fairly simple pattern and it'll be 10 pages long because they've written out every little tiny thing that you do. And European patterns tend to be a little more succinct and not quite so wordy. So that's just a little explanation of how the pattern is written. But once you get the hang of it, you're in good shape. So with that, we'll just dive right in and we'll start. Anybody has a question, let me know and I'll see if I can help.
I do.
Okay.
I
Yes,
have a
Marcia.
question. I started this a while ago and then I got stuck. So I stopped and I don't remember how terrible this is, what size I'm making. I'm started with the back. How do I figure? I think I'm making 2 to 3 year size.
Um, can you count your stitches? How many
Yeah.
stitches do you have?
Okay. And I've already started to, like, I don't know where I am. That's okay. Let's say 2, 4. 250. I right now have 68 stitches on my needle.
Okay, so I know it's got to be either you've decreased a little bit.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I must be doing 76 for 2 to 3 year. Would that be right?
You could be. Um, can you count let's see the bottom, the garters? Can you turn it on the edge of the garter like this? Like can you see your stitches down here at the
I
like
only
when you
see me.
cast.
I don't see you right now, and I don't know
Oh, you
why.
don't
I
see
didn't.
me. Oh, it's because I made you. Sorry.
That's okay.
I made
Okay,
you.
go ahead. Can I
So
count what?
like right here, you see how you can kind of see that edge right there? And you
Yes. You
can
want me
see
to?
how.
All right. I'll
So
count it
count those
quietly.
stitches. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and count and just hop in. I'll move along. But
Thank you.
yeah, I'm guessing you are doing the 76. That's just, yeah, that's my guess.
But I'll confirm it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Pam. Oh my
Hmm.
God.
You are
This
welcome.
yarn is so beautiful to work with and it's so cute. I ordered the button and I'm like, I need to finish this. This is too adorable.
It is. It is. It
Okay.
is. Okay. Anybody else have a
Uh,
question?
are you going to go over the pattern or are you just taking questions? I don't understand the format of this.
Okay, I can, if that's your question, absolutely. When you say you don't understand, is it that you don't understand when it
I,
says
I, I,
decrease?
I don't understand the format of your lesson today. Are you just taking questions?
I'll answer all of your questions, and if your question is how is the pattern formatted and how do you read it, I'll answer that. So, is that your question?
No. My question is this, are you going to do a run through of the pattern or is your presentation today just solely questions from the participants?
I'm going to take questions from the participants. Yes.
I see.
This isn't a
Um,
cl this isn't a class where we cast on together. There's not enough time to do all that.
okay. Well, I don't understand in the back, the directions for the back, and it says it begins with a knit row, now work in stockinette stitch as follows, decreasing one stitch at each end of et cetera, et cetera. But what I don't understand is what does following 10th rows mean?
Okay. So you take this pattern pretty much as all patterns, very in steps. You take it, the first thing you do is you decrease one stitch at the end. Let me just talk about the smallest size. Decrease one stitch at each end of the seventh row. So do that. And then also one of the following 10th rows. So you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, decrease one stitch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and decrease again. And you will have 50 stitches.
I had
Um,
I
So,
also had a
so
question.
I'm
okay,
still on.
let's finish the one question though with Ruth because I can see she's still
Okay.
confused. So
Okay.
just hold on to that. We'll get you, I promise.
At the end
Um,
of, so it's just two decreases, one at the end of the 7th row and one at the end of the 17th row?
yeah, it would be 17th. You don't even have to count that far. You don't even have to add those up, but yes. Uh-huh.
So, okay. So one decrease at the 7th row, and then 10 rows later, there's another decrease, and then that's it. And then you just continue until the back.
Mhm. Yeah, for
Okay,
the
thank you.
smallest size. Yeah, for the smallest size.
Right. Okay, thank you.
So sometimes it will so then oops. Oh, hold on. I just made my pattern too small. So just to make that clear, if anybody is knitting a larger size, so say you're knitting the next one, so you decrease one stitch at each end of the ninth row, and then you knit 10 rows, and on the 10th you decrease at each end, and then you knit 10 rows more, and then on the 10th you decrease again. So that's two
Oh,
times,
oh, wait.
two at two of
Do,
the following 10th rows, two
right.
times.
So the one I'm making is, so I would be decreasing one stitch at the end of the fifth row
Mhm.
and one stitch, wait, and three
So then,
stitches at
so
the
then
end of
after,
the 10th row.
no,
So,
not three stitches. You
oh,
decrease one stitch at each end of the fifth row, then you knit nine more rows, and then on the 10th row you decrease one stitch at each end, and then you knit nine more rows, and on the 10th row you decrease one stitch at each end, and then you do that the third time because it says to do it three times.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for
And
that clarification because I wasn't real sure that that's what it meant. And I haven't knitted for 35 years, so I'm trying to get back to it. So I'm
Oh,
noticing on the sides that my garter stitch is tighter and pulling up a little bit more. Is it just, does that
you mean
happen
on
with
the
garter
back?
stitch?
Show me where. Show me
See,
where.
if I look at this,
Oh,
it
you're
does,
doing the front? Hold
yeah.
on, let me
So
make you bigger
kind of
here to
pulls up.
see.
I don't know if I'm holding it. Oh, there. If you look at this bottom line, it looks like I should do tug
Oh,
its end a little bit to make it more square at the bottom. Does that make sense?
yeah, only it looks like you decrease there on that side.
I did, and maybe I wasn't supposed to do that because to me it
Yeah.
doesn't look right.
Yeah, no, no. Let's see. So that's on the front. Let's move to the front. You're doing the right front. So see, you only decrease on the side seam side.
Okay, okay. I'll
See,
restart that.
yeah, it's
Yeah. Okay.
decrease at one stitch instead of two at each side, like the back said. It's
Uh-huh.
decrease one stitch at the end
Okay.
of, so many following 10th rows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
only on this side,
Yeah. So this should just be straight down.
correct.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, and then to answer your other question, here, let me make myself a little bit bigger. I mean, yeah, mine it kind of pulls up just a little bit, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit, but blocking will be fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Cindy, you're very welcome. Cindy.
I so when I was doing the back, I think I hope I did it right. If you get to the raglan part, and I get a little bit confused on it where it says decrease one stitch at each end on say the first row. Then on when it got to following four rows, that's I'm gonna guess maybe it was is that every other row or how was that? That's where I get a little
You're on
confused.
the back.
Yeah, the on the raglan armhole part.
Oh, okay. So four stitches at the beginning of next two rows, and then decrease one stitch at the end of next one row. So one on each end,
Mhm.
and then which size are you making so I can say the right number?
I am actually doing the 1 to 2,
One to two. So that's in
the third one in.
the third one in. Okay. So then on one of the following fourth rows, so one, two, three, and on the fourth row, you do
Uh-huh.
one on each end again.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
on the following five alternate rows. So yeah, then one
The alternate rows would be every
every
okay.
other.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But you're right. The pattern is written a little bit different that I haven't seen before.
Yeah. This is how patterns tend to be. I don't, anyway. So I've been told this is how patterns tend to be more written in Europe. They're a little more succinct.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's fine. Long side. I've done that, and that's what I did. So I'm okay.
Yeah, that's
Um,
perfect. It's really quite efficient. And once you kind of, it's like almost like a decoder ring. And once you kind of get it figured out, it's like then the whole thing makes sense. It doesn't vary from that. You just keep doing the same process.
right.
When I first started doing it, I was like, my question, and I shouldn't probably say this, because I'll probably confuse you guys the same way I was confused. It's like, do I knit 10 and then decrease, or do I knit, but no, it's knit 9 and then on the 10th row do the decrease, or knit, when it says following 5 rows, you knit 4 and then on the 5th row you decrease.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And I find it's always better if I don't read too far ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, truly, you just do what's in front of you in the order that it says, and I
Mm.
promise you it will turn out beautifully.
Okay, you promised.
I promise.
Come on, ladies, we got this. Come on, we
You
can
can,
do this.
it's on record and everything.
Aw.
Oh no, I want you guys to be totally successful. So you even need extra help in between, shoot me a message on the Facebook group. I'm sure you're all on there. Shoot me a message in there. I'll do whatever it takes for you guys
Thank
to.
you so much. That is so nice.
Yes, it
Oh, it's
is.
my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Did
Appreciate
you
it.
did you count your stitches, Marcia?
I did, and I have 76, so you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm doing 2 to 3.
Yeah. So you're
So
in great shape.
now, all right, yeah, that's great, but now where the heck am I on the pattern? See?
Well, okay, so let's look. So let's see, you're on the back, right?
Yes, I did the back I started with.
So you cast on, and you said you had 70 or 68 stitches now.
Yes,
So that means with one on each end, you cast on 76.
6.
So one on each end, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76. So you've decreased 4 times. So that means you've decreased at one stitch on the fifth,
Okay.
and then you've decreased 3 of the following 10th rows, and you have 68 stitches, according to, see where it says you're supposed to have 68 stitches.
Yes, I do see that. Okay,
So
yes.
that's where you are.
Ah, you're the best for figuring that out.
Now you can just continue straight until it measures 17 centimeters, or, well, I'm not very good with centimeters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 3/4 inches.
Now that I don't, I see 8, I see 6, 14 and 3/4 or 6 or 8. Shouldn't it measure 8 inches for the 2 to 3?
Let's
Or
see,
am I wrong?
4 1/4, 5, 6, 6 3/4. Or do you have the book?
I have the book. I have
Okay,
also, you sent me this.
yeah, okay. So perfect chance for me to explain now. Remember what I said in the beginning? I'm going to add myself here. How do I add myself here? Remember when I said in the beginning that Jody Long changed the pattern?
Yeah, because you also sent me this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the pattern. That's just trying to explain people how to understand the stuff. That's
Oh,
not the full pattern. So you
okay.
you you can't use that as a full pattern. The book and
Yep.
the pattern, the new pattern that has come out now, are different. They are written
Oh,
differently, and that's why your measurements are different. So let me get you a link to the new pattern since you purchased it some time ago.
if you could send it to my work email for me,
Yeah,
then
I
I
sure
could
can.
print it out Tuesday at work and I'll just write down what I got to do because I'll do it up to that point and then thank you so much. So you don't want me to follow this.
No, Throw it all away. I mean,
So
you don't have to.
in the book, then let me look so I know where I'm at. Okay, I'm at the 60 stitches in the book. Continue in until the back measures 8 inches is what it should be to me, or 20 centimeters,
Yeah, and that's fine.
right?
I think for the new patterns has a slightly different measurement, but you can
All right,
decide.
you tell me. You
Yeah,
tell
you
me
can
what it
just.
says on the new pattern.
Yeah, the new pattern says, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're 4 in, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. It says 6 3/4.
So I want to make this 6 3/4.
Continue straight until back measures 6 3/4 inches, ending with a right side facing for the next row. So you'll end with a wrong side and turn ready to start on a right side.
Okay. All right. I get it. All
Okay,
right. So that's where I'm going to go.
would you mind putting in the chat to me what your email address is so I can send it to you?
How do I do that?
Oh, or you can just tell me if you, well,
There's a chat button at the bottom of our screen.
Oh, see, I don't see that. All right. Hold
Okay,
on.
if you look,
Maybe. Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
okay, yeah. If you just click on that, it'll pop up to the right side.
Tap here to chat. I'm going to send you my email.
perfect.
Thank you. Boy, ladies, that we're a team all together.
Oh,
Takes teamwork.
Oh, it
it
does.
does. It does. Okay, I'm going to remove us off of Spotlight and move on. Um,
Okay.
and but I'll look for your email and I will send you the new pattern after that.
Okay, I'm ready.
Did you send it to me?
Yep, I sent it. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
mphilippone@twpunionschools.org.
Got it. Parfait.
Now, just a question I had. The one where you sent that you said this one, should I not even look at that?
The only reason, hold on 1 second, I want to make sure I copy this correctly. Okay. The only reason to look at that thing that I wrote there would just be
Yes.
to understand what I've already explained to you. So I don't think
Okay.
you're going to need it explained to you again, and it will only confuse you because it will not match the new pattern.
Okay, so I'm going to throw that other thing in. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Imagine my surprise when, unbeknownst to me, Jody changed the pattern and I come onto a knit along and there were like maybe 40 people on the knit along and all of them were like, what is going on? And I had no idea.
Oh,
Here.
That was really fun.
I'm sure. Wow.
So that's why I've tried to purge us all of the old pattern and just use the new pattern so people don't get confused.
Thank you.
So everybody knitting this for a grandbaby, a grandchild? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Actually, a great grandchild.
Oh,
How nice.
Ron
congratulations.
round two.
Oh, and are they born yet, or is this a newborn
No,
you're
not yet.
making?
Not yet.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm.
Great. Oh, how sweet. The sweater really won't take you that long to make. It will go fairly quickly, and especially the newborn size, there's
Yeah.
so few stitches to
Mm.
to knit. So, you could almost, and this pattern is so versatile. I don't know, you could almost, keep making it as they grow, make another
I,
one.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know.
I think. Because it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's so sweet. Now, if any of you purchased a one of the little flower buttons,
I did.
okay, those are so cute. They're handmade by an artist friend of mine. Um, and they're so cute, especially for this little one. And I'm going to look here when it comes to the buttonhole. There's just one little buttonhole. It's on page 3 of the new pattern. And you're going to want to, I mean, we can talk about this next time, but just in case any of you get to this and need that before our next knit along, um, when it says next row on the kind of on the right side near the bottom where it says next row right side, knit 5, cast off 2 stitches to make buttonhole. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want, if your button is bigger than what the pattern says, which that flower button is bigger, you're going to want to cast off more than 2 stitches. You're going to want to cast off, oh, where are my little buttons? What did I do with, I don't remember what I did with them, but you're going to want to probably cast off 3 or 4, maybe 4. Does
Okay.
that
Where
make
does it
sense?
say that? Yes. And where does it say that in the book?
In the, I don't have
Then
my book in front of me, but you're going to get the new pattern, so just
I'll wait till next week.
yeah, just wait till or wait till you get the new pattern. You'll see on page 3 on the right side, it will say next row, right side, knit so many stitches, cast off 2 stitches to make buttonhole, cast on 2
Okay.
stitches over these cast off stitches on the next row. So obviously you're casting off stitches for the width for the button, and then you come back and then you cast the stitches on going back the other direction, you know, with your thumb. You all know how to do that, just make a, okay, I'll show you how to do that. And you cast the stitches back on and keep knitting so that you have a little hole there, and make that hole, no matter what button you have, make that hole just slightly smaller than the button that you have. So,
Okay.
it calls for a size what button? Oh, it doesn't say, but whatever. It doesn't say actually. It just says one button and it doesn't say what size. Um, but just be mindful to make the button the correct size. Or I had another customer who just took the button, sewed it on here, and put a snap underneath.
Oh.
They didn't even make a buttonhole, and
Mhm.
it just snapped on. So that's another option to do.
Okay.
Smart.
Either way. But
And
casting,
this,
oh, go ahead.
I have
Oh,
one question. This is garter stitch, so it's knit and then purl back, correct?
it, no, garter stitch is knitting every row.
Oh, that's the
When
bottom band. But
that's
once
the
I'm doing
bottom,
the
but
back,
this is
then
stockinette,
okay, stockinette. Okay, so it's knit and then purl back. Just
right?
okay. Oh, thank you for
Correct.
the refresher.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Okay, so let me just show you the casting on. When you say I wanted to cast on some extra stitches here, I would just put the thread over your thumb, put the yarn over your thumb, and
Mhm.
on the back, just create a stitch. It's just a loop, and then you can knit into this on the next row. Well, actually, I'm knitting left-handed. I'm all confused because anyway, but that's how you do it. Does that make sense? Just wrap it
Yes.
around your thumb and pull it from the back.
Got a question. Would it make sense for that buttonhole that you put an extra stitch and then knit 2 together at the end and tighten it up a little bit when you cast on? the extra stitches for the buttonhole.
Cast on, you mean an extra one and then knit two together?
Yeah. Or like, for example, I'm going to do four because to match that button. So instead of me casting on four, I would cast on six, and then at the end, knit two together to tighten so I'm not with a gap. I'm thinking. If not,
Yeah.
I'll just take it off if it doesn't. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure that that extra, I'm not sure that that would tighten anything up, but because
okay.
that stitch is already floating, so I'm not sure if it would tighten things up. What I would do is I would do it as shown, and then if you
Mhm.
need to reinforce it on the back with just a stitch on either side, I think that's how
Okay.
I would do it.
Yeah. Good old darning needles.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome. Cindy, do you have a question?
I think I'm pretty good. I'm up to sleeves. And so
Oh,
uh
you've done this the back and then both sides.
yeah, I did the back and both sides. And I've got them on the little
Look
it
at
doesn't
you.
say, but it was so much easier to put a marker on.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I
I
think
don't
I
know if
did the
it's
same thing. Yeah, right here. I stuck a marker.
just to make it so I could not pay attention so much
I
when I
did
was
that finally after I missed it enough times and had to take it out. And then I went, enough of this.
and I think I've got everything going on the sides and the shaping of the neck here, okay.
What a
Um,
beautiful, delicate color.
I
yeah,
love that color. That
yeah.
is so pretty.
I don't know how it comes up on there, but it's a pale shade of pink. And uh, I'm not making it. I'm making it for a friend's baby that she just had. Because
Oh,
I have one grandchild and he's 17.
oh.
So, and I certainly hope I don't have to make anything for him.
Yeah, at 17, yeah.
But
But you will someday.
yeah, I will. But I'm enjoying this pattern very much.
Yeah,
Um, Once I kind of got past that, I really struggled a little bit. I could have written, but when I was that following thing, knowing, and then the alternating, and then you're
yeah,
right. Once you get going and understand what they're saying, it makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what will happen when I get to the yoke.
Well, and that's something you're farther along, and we can talk about the yoke now a little bit, but I'd really rather save that until we're kind
You
of
know,
all in the same
that,
spot.
that's fine. I can wait till that point
Okay, okay.
because that's in a few weeks.
Yeah, and then maybe I will be up to that point as well.
So we're going to keep going. Like I know it's next Saturday too.
Is it next Saturday or the week after
Oh,
that?
is it the week after?
I
I
think it's
think it's
May
the week
3.
after. Oh, okay. That's good. So it gives us time.
Mhm.
So after I do the back, I don't have the pattern that I only have the book in front of me. What part do you do next?
You do the left side, I think, or the left front and then the right front, or vice versa.
Oh, okay. So it is that way in the book, the left front.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be the same. Yeah,
Okay, so I can keep going into that. Okay, perfect.
yeah, you can keep going on to that. Um, and you'll be able to see the pattern. I'll send it to you today. You'll be able to, you
Right,
can open it up and see if you
right. I
have any
could get it to it. Actually, I can't get to it till Tuesday, but that's okay. That's my work email where I print from. But I
Oh,
can
okay.
actually, yeah, so that's the only thing. But it's okay as long as I can start that. And
And I can
then,
send it to another email as well.
well, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you, though. You're so sweet. We need you.
Yes.
Oh, well, this is, like I said, this is just so much fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, where are you, you're from California. Where were the other ladies from?
Ohio and South Carolina. Go ahead, everyone. I'm sorry.
I
Greenville, Okay, go ahead. I'll wait.
I'm sorry. Iowa.
Oh, I'm from New Jersey.
I'm
Okay.
from I'm from Massachusetts.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I'm
Nice.
South Carolina, Greenville County, a little suburb, country suburb called Simpsonville.
Oh,
Oh,
how
nice.
nice.
Everybody's from a different spot.
Yeah.
It's not too far
Yeah.
from Asheville, if you know where Asheville, North Carolina is. It's about
Yes.
it's about 50 miles, 50 to 60 miles away.
Okay. Our
Beautiful
kids used to
area.
live, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Our
I'm sorry.
kids used our kids used to live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. So you're only an hour. Charlotte's an hour and 15 minutes or so
Okay.
off of I-85. Yeah. Yeah.
Living in California, it's so different back east. Everything's smaller and closer. It's like, a few miles away till the next state and whatnot. And California is like hours and hours and hours to drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
you have better weather than we have. Oh, our weather's been horrible in New Jersey.
Oh, has it really?
Oh, so cold. Till finally 2 days ago. It seems now like spring is coming.
My
Wonderful. Wonderful.
my grandson in Denver, Colorado,
Oh,
they had 60 something, and then it snowed like a major blizzard, and it's finishing up today. And then at 40 degrees, I think is supposed to be the high. Then tomorrow it's 65 to 70.
oh,
Wow.
it's all over the map.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, the weather comes down from, I was there in May one time for his recital, and it was like 70 something, beautiful, clear. And then all of a sudden that wind came down those mountains. And my husband knew before I did that there was going to be cancellation of my flight the next day. And it was icy and stormy when I got up the next day. So he had already
Oh,
fixed it where I'm like, man, how could you guys live here? Man.
I
I'm
think it's
gonna
those. Oh, you're gonna hop off, Cindy?
yeah, I'm gonna hop off because actually my family's coming shortly and we're gonna celebrate our Easter this afternoon. But
Oh,
thank you
lovely.
for getting
Oh,
straightened out.
happy Easter.
Okay, and I'll see you
Happy
in a couple.
Easter.
All right.
Thank
Thank you.
you so much for joining. Bye bye, Cindy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, my boyfriend was born in New York, but grew up in Paramus.
Oh, that's not too far from me.
Not too
That's
far.
about 40 minutes from here. We're in Union in Central Jersey, near
Okay.
like Springfield, Cranford, Westfield.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's nice. Do you get over to New York often?
We
The
do
city?
actually. At the holidays, it's beautiful to go to the city. We go once or twice throughout the year. Not as
Hmm.
much as we used to. I have three
Yeah.
little grandchildren now, and we help out with them, and I'm still working. So it's busy.
You're busy. Yeah. Yeah. Like the rest of us are busy.
Right? Do you still work, Pam, or is this your strictly your business?
This is my business. Yeah,
That's so nice.
I do. I work. In fact, it turns out to be pretty much a 7 day a week job.
I believe you. Wow, that's so nice though that you're there to help because otherwise I'd be stuck.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think it's important, since I don't have a storefront, it's important that people have a place to come and that's something that meant a lot to me even from the beginning. So I try to hold knit-alongs. This year, I think is the first year that I'm repeating knit-alongs that I have done in years or did last year, from some of the more popular kits so that people can as new people purchase the kits, they can try them. Like I have the Dorothea tank. I've got a knit along scheduled. Actually, those are back to back in May
Oh, okay.
for that summer cotton summer tank. And once
That's
again,
a
that's a real popular um, pattern.
piece.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Maybe down the road.
yeah, sure. Well, you've got your work cut out for you there.
Yeah.
Since you're making a bigger size, 2 to 3. I've
I'm
never
making
seen.
mine. Oh,
Oh,
I was
go ahead.
gonna
No,
say,
no, you go ahead.
I was making mine 6 to 12 months only because in the South and the family I know, they're real tall people. They're like the
Mhm.
mother is gonna be almost 6 feet. So I figured the baby is gonna be kind of big. So they could probably use this sweater um
For a
November,
newborn.
December-ish. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's what I was doing. And I was making a different sweater for a different one and for them. And hopefully maybe you'll have that blanket out, then I can match
Yeah.
it up.
Oh, there you
What
go.
a
Yeah,
beautiful gift.
absolutely.
I gotta
Yeah.
find a hat and some booties, and then I can make a little set for them.
Uh-huh.
But it's not my baby. It's not my baby nor my granddaughter. I do have 4 grandkids, and I'll knit for them all the time. But it's three
Yeah.
boys, and they all like hats. They always say, "Grandma, can you make me a hat to match my school colors?" And I will do that.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so nice.
They the sweaters I'm using mainly fingering, and that's too light for Chicago and Denver.
Yeah.
Mm,
And Kansas
yeah.
City. Yeah, it's too much. So all of the heavier sweaters that I've made in the past, I finally gave them away because we can't even wear them in the wintertime here.
Mm.
Yeah. I have the
They're
same problem. Yeah.
yeah.
I can't wear a normal heavy sweater or
Yeah.
even just an average weight sweater. I
Hmm.
can't I can't
And,
wear.
and in New Jersey this winter, I'm sure you heard, but we literally wore sweaters every day from Christmas through mid-March. It was
Mm,
freezing here.
Oh.
Wow.
no. We
Wow.
That real frigid cold, like, oh, it was every day. And the wind.
if I could
Mm.
show you guys my yard, you like go nuts. I have azaleas that have
Oh,
Oh, I'm
I
jealous.
have palm trees. I put in the palm trees. We're sitting outside. Let's put it that way. I'm not bragging
um,
because I'm originally a Chicagoan.
oh
So
Oh,
no,
this is
brag away.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh,
couldn't have wait for this, man. Yeah. My
oh,
husband's my yard man. So I plant it, he takes care of it.
boy, that's a good deal.
And he's
That's a
real
really good deal.
meticulous. I'm like, pull it out. He goes, no, I gotta do it. I said, all
Give it a
right.
chance. Oh, shoot.
I'm gonna move away just for a minute so that I
Yeah,
can
and I
turn
was
on the light.
thinking, does everybody want to stay on and knit for a while, or do you have all your answers and you'd like to hop off? Feel
I'm
feel
gonna
free
hop
to,
off.
yeah, yeah,
Me
Yeah, because
absolutely.
too.
I got a ways to go here. So, and I think it'll be good for me to kind of, like you said, look at the new pattern. And this is already over 6. Like I include that bottom part when I measure, right? Or do I measure up to this?
No, I think it says until back measures, so that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. So I only have, it already measures 6. So I have a ways to go.
Yeah,
But
six,
Pam,
six
I
and three.
appreciate it so much.
You are more than welcome, Marcia. I'll get that new pattern out to you, and everybody have a wonderful Easter.
You
You
too. Happy Easter,
too.
ladies, and I'll see you
Yes.
soon.
Yes.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
And
Bye.
thank
Bye-bye.
you again for your time.
Oh, you're welcome. And I hope to see everybody next 2 weeks from now.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.